Yo, what is up everybody, and welcome back to another Madden 20 online CFM game. We are now in week 2 of the 2022 season here in the Premier Madden League, and our Miami Dolphins are ready to start our Super Bowl title defense today against the Minnesota Vikings. Yeah, we're 1-0. Yeah, we played the Chicago Bears. Yeah, it was a highly anticipated Super Bowl 56 rematch on opening night of the new NFL season, but that was the Bears CPU. We didn't play the same Bears team that we played in that Super Bowl because the Bears user quit the league after that Super Bowl to go play MLB The Show. So we are 1-0 by handily defeating the CPU, but this will be our first real test in this 2022 campaign. And it's against a very formidable opponent, as we are going against another NFC North team, the Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings have been at least a 500 team every single year in the CFM. They made the playoffs season 1. They almost beat the Bears in the season 1 playoffs. So we are definitely going to be tested today against the Minnesota Vikings, as we are underway with the 1-0 Vikings and the 1-0 Dolphins, both trying to chase that second victory on this week 2 of the 2022 season. A lot of 2s in the air. Hopefully we can put our 2s up after the game. So you'll definitely notice that Dak Prescott is the quarterback of the Minnesota Vikings. Dak leaving the Cowboys in free agency of Season 2 in the CFM, seeking the big money deal that he is also seeking in real life, and he got it from these Vikings. He's also got a superstar running back to hand it off to, the young A.J. Dillon. Oh, but he does not have Malik Harrison on his team. Malik Harrison on the other side of the field. He's got the sack. Big play from number 59. Third down. Prescott looking for Stephon Diggs, and the ball is knocked away by Bryce Hall. The Vikings only have Stephon Diggs as a primary receiver on their team. They traded away Adam Thielen, so we definitely got to keep our eyes on number 14 at all times, as that ball ended up eventually being a touchback on that punt. Bit of a tricky bounce there. Second down and 13. Here is, Danielle Hunter breaking through the double team on a 3-man rush, and now Khalil Tate is from his own end zone on third down and 25, but he is out, and that is Colin Johnson all the way to the 29. Big play from number 89 now. Boston Scott outside. Scott's got the first down. Of course, Scott had that saucy touchdown run against the Bears, and Lynn J. Dixon, who was injured in that week 1 matchup against the Bears, he is fine, he is healthy, and he is in the end zone getting the touchdown. Of course, the big play in that drive coming from Colin Johnson. We were pretty much stuck, and Colin Johnson just beat his man downfield. Nothing more you can say about that. Thank you very much, Colin. We got ourselves a touchdown, and now, that we're playing with a lead, we can try to do what we do best with these Dolphins, rely on our defense. And today's game against the Vikings is, going to be a good test for our roster today, because it's against a, pretty good opponent in this CFM, and I mentioned in the last video, we didn't make many moves with this roster in the offseason, and there's a chance we might have fallen behind some of the competition that were making moves to improve their teams. But then again, our team might be good enough. When you have Caden Stearns landing mega hits like that, and Malik Harrison racking up the sacks, already 2 in this first quarter, we might be fine. I mean, defensively, we're pretty good. Third down, that's lobbed up. That's Diggs. He's got the catch, but he is met in the middle of the field by Caden Stearns. Fourth down, it's Greg the Leg on the Vikings. He's kicking. He's up straight down the middle. That's good. Of course, this is a sim CFM. You guys probably know that by now. Normally people kick the ball in bounds on the kickoffs, and also people normally, on fourth downs, they'll, kick field goals, they'll punt the ball. Sometimes you can't go for it in those situations, but obviously the Vikings decided, let's get points on the board. Second down and 10, we got Khalil Tate looking to pass. Outside, that's Rucker, the rookie tight end. He's got a nice gain. Rucker could be a sneaky addition for this offense. The second round pick, as Jakeem Grant trying to juke around. Jakeem Grant, always an essential part of our offense. Second down, Lynn J trying to find a hole, bouncing around, falling forward. Injury. That is Jakeem Grant down on the ground. Boy, I hope that's not too serious. Third down. In the meantime, DeAndre had it, but he is absolutely rocked, and Jakeem Grant, shoulder tear. Oh no, that sounds like a multi-week injury. Hopefully that's not too bad, but I'm more confused on how that happened, because he was just run blocking, like nothing. I don't know. I really don't know how that happened. I can't even search the replay to see how that happened, so Yeah, so we've lost Jakeem Grant for the rest of the game, and now we'll probably slide Brashad Perriman into the Jakeem Grant role. Jet sweeps and slot receiver downfield. That ball is knocked away by, of course, Caden Stearns. 3rd down and long once again for Prescott, who just straight up misses his man Perkins. I actually misspoke when I said the Vikings only have Stephon Diggs. They actually have a rookie receiver there, Perkins, who looks like he's a superstar. So I'm going to keep our eyes on him because he got pretty open there. But unfortunately for the Vikings, Dak Prescott, he got his money, but he's not exactly a superstar in this league. So he misses passes occasionally. 2nd down and 2, shovel option. Of course, the shovel option was so good for us in the playoffs, so we got to keep it in our scheme. Doesn't get us the 1st down, though. It's 3rd down and 1, and where are you going to, just run it with Lynn J. Dixon. Hopefully this season, like I mentioned in the last video, we can get Lynn J a lot more involved, but, obviously we got to make sure we keep Scott involved. We got to make sure we get this ball. Oh, whoa, that was a very circus act right there. Now Daniel Hunter is on fire after what has been an electric start for the left end for the Minnesota Vikings. And Khalil Tate in the offense, not many options here, but of course we did convert a 3rd down and 25 on the last drive. Yeah, back him up 5 more yards. Let's make this a little bit more difficult. We were on our own 5-yard line. We converted the last 3rd down and long, so let's try it again. Colin Johnson. Oh, that's gonna be overthrown by Khalil Tate. Khalil Tate, also good. He's actually a superstar like Dak Prescott, but he still misses passes as well, and that's not a good punt from Matt Hawks. So the Vikings are actually going to get the ball in pretty good field position here. And after what felt like a pretty good start for us, now it's starting to feel a little bit, whether it's Daniel Hunter ripping us apart, maybe we're not running the ball as well, I don't know. It just doesn't feel right. And defensively, hopefully we can get a turnover. That's definitely what our defense really strives for, just getting turnovers, whether it's from Stearns knocking the ball out. You got the middle linebackers in the middle of the field making plays, making tackles, injuring the tight end Eagles. 3rd down and 5, Prescott with the ball, and he's got his man. Oh, it is a juke move and a touchdown. The Vikings are in the end zone. A PAT from Greg. The leg will tie the game. Zerline is good, and we officially have a game in Minnesota today, boys. The Vikings have come to play. They're looking to be the first team to take down the defending Super Bowl champions in the 2022 season as we get the kick return not really too far. We actually don't have Brashad Perriman returning the kicks like we normally do because now, well, he has to play receiver for us. He has to be wide receiver number 3, so we'll definitely try to protect him a little bit. 2nd down, middle. Oh, Tate put it on the money. When Khalil Tate's passes are on the money, they're a thing of beauty. But sometimes, man, he's a little bit shaky. So this season, we got to try to get his confidence going, get him more completions, get him bigger passing yardage games and stuff like that, which we couldn't even do against the CPU in week 1. So we'll see what happens here. 3rd down and 10 right before the 2-minute warning. Here's Tate. Got the time finally to eventually fire, and that's Colin Johnson underneath. Just beautiful going through the read progression there with Tate, and eventually we are able to find Colin Johnson, who's having quite the game today as Perriman in that Jakeem Grant role, trying to make some moves in the open field, almost gets the 1st down, does not. Robert Woods signed in the offseason trying to make something happen. He actually lost us a yard, maybe 2. 3rd down and 2. It's a pass attempt from Khalil Tate, and it's a pass attempt that is completed to DeAndre Hopkins. 32 seconds left in the half. Tate floater looking for Rucker. Oh, he did not get both feet in bounds. It looked like the first foot went out of bounds beforehand. 2nd down. Tate definitely missed the running back there, and now trying to take off and in trouble. Just took too long with that play. Anthony Barr gets the sack, more to coverage thing than anything else. 3rd down and long here. Gotta be a bit careful. We definitely don't want to turn the ball over in this situation. Oh, but we can find DeAndre Hopkins. We gotta do it. Hopkins torching his man on the out route. Here we are at the 3-yard line. We'd absolutely love a touchdown here, but we gotta keep an eye on the clock, keep an eye on our timeouts. There goes 1 timeout down. Here's a pass attempt from Tate. Good pocket, nothing open, space to take off, maybe not. Tate throws the ball away. 5 seconds left. We have a chance to get one more quick hitter off with a timeout in our back pocket. We're gonna run the ball with Lynn J. Dixon. Catch the Vikings off guard, and Lynn J's got his 2nd touchdown of the game, and they're playing duck, duck, goose in the end zone. A fantastic drive by Tate in the offense, and perfect clock management as well. A bit more perfect than I would have liked. Like, we really cut it close there, but a touchdown's a touchdown. So for the Vikings, they got to feel that, they've been doing what it takes to keep the game close, but at some point, they got to do their own part, grab this game by the horns and really try to, really take it to the defending champs because, if they just let us play our game, it's a 3-point lead, then it's a 7-point lead, and then it's a 24-point lead. That's just the way some of these Dolphins games go. We'll keep games close in the first half, and then next thing you know, it explodes. We saw it a couple of times last season. Oh, DeAndre Hopkins is having his way right now. Send that man help on that left side because D-Hop is definitely making moves, especially on those out and corner routes. Here is Tate one more time looking to pass. Blitz picked up. Johnson's got it. Trying to fight for that first down. He's close. Not going to get it though. 3rd down and 1. One more time. Passing the ball here with Tate. And this passing attack has looked pretty solid today. Not an interception, not many mistakes so far, maybe a couple of misreads, but on the screen pass, here we go. Lynn-J Dixon, get those superstar running backs in space, let them do their thing. Here's Tate rolling the pocket, looking for Johnson. Oh, Colin Johnson, you are ridiculous. Wow, Johnson. Oh, Teabag City! That was like some Madden 12 action, like a rocket catch or something like that. That was filthy, man. I mean, I just had to throw it up to Johnson because we were kind of throwing on the run there, then couldn't throw it to anyone else. Johnson had some space. It was just up to him to make that catch. And sometimes Colin Johnson hasn't made that catch for us. He struggled a bit with that, a bit with confidence in season 2 as he lost season 3, I should say, as he lost some of his touches in the offense to DeAndre Hopkins. And right now, he is finding his way. Him and D-Hop are finding a way to coexist in this offense. Oh, that was nearly intercepted by McMillan, nearly making a fantastic play. That is intercepted by Bryce Hall. Once again, working against Stephon Diggs, and Hall is definitely manning up against one of the premier receivers in the NFL. And of course, for our 3rd-year cornerback, that is big. Tate play action. Oh my, there's been a lot of sacks in this one for the Vikings, a lot more than we would like. And now 3rd down and long one more time. Got to make sure Hunter doesn't get through, which he somewhat does. And Tate, oh man, we missed the read right there. 100% missed the read right there. The play worked out exactly the way I wanted to, where RB, I believe it was Robert Woods, came on that in route, and I just chickened out. I didn't throw it. I was kind of scared I would throw a pick. I thought his user might come down, but the play worked out exactly like it was a great play. Just bad execution. Oh, Stearns! There it is, his first interception, barring a penalty here. Oh, what? Defensive pass interference on Xavier Howard. X didn't even interfere with the receiver trying to make the catch right there. I don't know what happened. That was an interception robbed from Caden Stearns. Not much else to say about that. The drive stays alive for the Vikings, and Stearns still without an interception. This entire Dolphins defense without an interception this season after playing the Bears, and that is Diggs, who finally gets his way against Bryce Hall in blazing fashion, gets the touchdown, but Sirline misses the PAT. Oh man, the Vikings, that hurts just a little bit just because, they were really grabbing the momentum of this game just a touch, and then you miss the PAT, and it's like, oh, well, they're down 8, and, we are the defending Super Bowl champs. Let's turn it up a little bit. Tate's got all the time here. Now the offensive line is starting to find their groove, trying to hit circle there. But that was Johnson, but just couldn't get that pass off in time. And once again, we got Daniel Hunter on fire. So definitely, we're a bit rusty in this one. Like, that is, no doubt about that. But at the same time, we're looking good. Well, we could put this, offense together. I feel like we're doing pretty well right now for what we're working with. Oh my, Robert Woods getting the perfect pass from Khalil Tate. And that's a huge positive to take away from today's game so far, the way Tate is passing the ball. But we got to do it for one more quarter. So far, so good. Johnson again making the big time catch. Lynn-J Dixon trying to bust one outside. He's had a pretty solid game. Obviously, he had the touchdown run and, not losing yards. He's got caping space, and you see, I'm kind of bad with the run stick, man. I'm juking around when I shouldn't be, but otherwise, Lynn-J's doing his thing. That is going to be Brashad Perriman underneath. Obviously, we got to wait the injury report on Jakeem Grant after this game, but for now, we got to work with what we got. We got nothing to work with there, man. Oh, Lynn-J was in huge trouble. Loss of 7. Next play underneath. Perriman is absolutely depleted. He almost joined Jakeem Grant on the injury report. Thankfully, he's still here. 3rd down. That is, not intercepted. Thankfully, not intercepted. And instead, we get the field goal from Joey Sly, up and good. That was such a bad play because D-Hop wasn't even going to get the first down if he did make the catch. Sometimes DeAndre Hopkins, with that out corner specialist superstar ability, he runs out routes or corner routes faster than I anticipated him to. It's like, it's kind of glitchy, the animations he gets sometimes. So I definitely got to work on my timing with that with him. And, that's what we're trying to do right now. We're trying to get this passing game going, and it's working out well. The Vikings, on the other hand, not really getting their passing game going. 3rd down and 8. Oh, once again, putting on a clinic against Stephon Diggs. 4th down. Vikings got to go for it here. Down 11 points, and that is swatted away by Xavier Howard. Of course, X with that Zone Hawk superstar ability that he got right before the Super Bowl, and definitely made good use of it there. 2nd down, out route Johnson. Now you see I'm really trying to get Colin Johnson involved. Khalil Tate with exactly 300 passing yards in this one. 3rd down and long. Outside, Johnson got it. Oh, no, he does not. No, he does not. That was a boom shot. That was a Caden Stearns-esque hit stick. And that's not the first time that's happened this game. Not even the first time on 3rd down. Remember, DeAndre Hopkins got lit up, and I don't know, I guess my dude with the Vikings is just good with the hit stick. How much else to say about that? Like, I can't even say I'm good with the hit stick. I just click off with Caden Stearns and let the CPU get hit sticks. And Caden Stearns is just an absolute beast. This dude is just, timing his stuff pretty well. And it's a dangerous game to be, playing with those hit sticks because you might be getting a PI. Right now, we have a 3rd down and 4 here. Vikings still in a 2-possession game here, needing the 1st down, and they're not going to get it. It's the young Thomas Graham who really became a breakout star for these Dolphins in their postseason Super Bowl run, and there's his first interception of the season, his second of his regular season career, as we have Brashad Perriman on the sleep. Might as well see what Brashad Perriman can do on these, because there's a chance Brashad Perriman's going to be doing this for the next couple of weeks. I don't know how long a shoulder tear is. 3rd down and 6, conservative play call, obviously, with a 2-possession lead and a fantastic opportunity to get a 3-possession lead. I'd love to go for it on this 4th down, but obviously the math says get yourself a 17-point lead, secure the victory. Let's do this thing. Let's move on to our Week 3 matchup, and we're playing against the New England Patriots. And our schedule this season is very AFC East heavy early on. The Madden schedules are sometimes very weird, and the way they have it this season, we actually play all 6 of our division games in the first half of the season. So a lot of Patriots, a lot of Jets, and a lot of Bills coming up in the next couple of weeks. And we start off with the Patriots. It's going to be a primetime game. 3rd down and 6. Here is Prescott. Not ready for prime time. Malik Harrison is his 3rd sack of the game. Malik Harrison could be on pace for a very great campaign this season. It could be his breakout season. Unfortunately, 4th down, that was Thomas Graham who got torched right there. New set of downs for the Vikings, just trying to get something going for pride's sake more than anything else. And they can't, man. They can't. Now all of a sudden, these Dolphins defenders are swarming. You see all these superstars, and it's so intimidating. And there's Malik Harrison, sack number 4. My, oh my, I believe that's 7 sacks in 2 games for Harrison. 3rd down and 24. Oh man. Stearns knocks it out, but that probably should have been intercepted by Thomas Graham. We got a bit of a bad animation. 4th down, I guess might as well go for it, right? Oh, Caden Stearns. Ball don't lie. Stearns deserved an interception. He's got it, and we're just going to run out of bounds there, not even try to get the pick 6, make sure we don't get any more injuries in this one, because injuries have been kind of testing us so far. Lynn J got hurt in the first game. Grant gets hurt in the second game, but we are 2-0, and all that matters at the end of the day is, I said a lot of times in these videos, man, because these CFM games are long, there's a lot that happens, but really at the end of the day, all that matters is the win and the loss, right? But obviously, the story, the ride, the journey is what we're all here for, and that's why we enjoy these games. That's why we enjoy this series. So, as you guys see, man, stat line in our first real game of the 2022 season, looking pretty good. Obviously, we were pretty rusty that game, man. Like, defensively even, I felt like we were a little bit rusty. We were able to take A.J. Dillon out the game, which was pretty nice, because I had a feeling A.J. Dillon might be getting a lot more touches than that, but the Vikings were playing from behind for the most part. As you guys see, Colin Johnson, man, that was definitely a big story, because Colin Johnson didn't have a game like that all of last season, where he was just legitimately torching dudes left and right, making those Colin Johnson-esque plays that he had from season 1. Like, we need that. We need that guy to be alongside DeAndre Hopkins, where, when D-Hop is being double-teamed every single time, we got guys that are legitimately breaking the defense apart, because poor little Jakeem can only do so much. Daniel Hunter and Malik Harrison both had fantastic games, but, at the end of the day, Malik's team gets the W. We get 3 interceptions. We get 1 from Bryce, 1 from Stearns, and 1 from Graham. 3 young secondary players, so that's all good, all gravy. But before we end today's video, we got to check out the Jakeem Grant injury news. First things first, all this coordinator. I always show you guys this coordinator stuff. I don't know if I should be showing you guys this stuff, like where they talk to the coordinator before and after the game, but I show it to you guys. Why not, right? And now Grant. Okay, 4 weeks, 4 weeks. That's not bad. That is not bad. I was kind of fearing like 8 weeks when I saw shoulder tear, but a month, we can survive without Jakeem Grant. Obviously, we have Perriman, and we'll make it work. We'll make it work. So that'll do it for today's video. Thankfully, Grant's not out long. Leave a like on the video if you guys enjoyed today's video. Subscribe for more Madden 20 gameplays, especially if you guys want to keep up with this CFM. And I'll catch you guys next time.